This recording is a reading of an article published on the LeapWorks blog at leapworks.io/blog. Some content may have been adapted to suit the audio format. Subscribe on the website or with your favorite podcast client. Now, on to the article. Enjoy.
How to make the perfect Facebook cover. By Brett Carmichael. Today, you'll learn how to make a Facebook cover image that looks great on all screen sizes. Give your business a polished look. For many businesses, Facebook is the primary tool through which they connect to their customers. For some, it's the only tool. So, it should come as no surprise that the appearance of your business's Facebook page can have a huge impact on how seriously people take your business. A little upfront effort and care can mean a lot of money down the road. In this read, we'll share some of the tricks we use to create the perfect Facebook cover image every time. When creating a Facebook cover image for a business page, you may want to include a logo, graphic, or words to communicate a message. While you can create a cover image using Facebook's iOS or Android app, you'll have an easier time using your desktop computer or laptop. Facebook provides guidelines to users who want to add cover images to their pages. The guidelines are the same for business and personal pages. They write, your page's cover photo displays at 820 pixels wide by 312 pixels tall on your page on computers, and 640 pixels wide by 360 pixels tall on smartphones. It must be at least 400 pixels wide and 150 pixels tall. It loads fastest as an sRGB. JPEG file that's 851 pixels wide, 315 pixels tall, and less than 100 kilobytes. The guidelines can be confusing. There are some things you need to know before you start work creating your Facebook cover photo or graphic. So, we'll explain the same guidelines a bit differently. 851 pixels wide by 315 pixels tall is the recommended size for desktops. 820 pixels wide by 312 pixels tall is also the recommended size for desktops. 640 pixels wide by 360 pixels tall is the recommended size for smartphones. 400 pixels wide by 150 pixels tall is the minimum cover image size for any device. We can further refine Facebook's guidelines. You only need 2 of Facebook's 4 recommendations. In meeting the 2, you'll actually meet all 4 conditions as a byproduct of your work. These are the 2 you'll keep. 851 pixels wide by 315 pixels tall is the recommended size for desktops. And 640 pixels wide by 360 pixels tall is the recommended size for smartphones. When looking at the cover dimensions you're keeping, you'll notice a desktop height of 315 pixels and a mobile height of 360 pixels. The same Facebook cover has to be used for desktop and mobile, which means your absolute minimum height must be 360 pixels. For this reason, the Facebook cover size you need is now the following: 851 pixels wide by 360 pixels tall. This is now the minimum cover size for desktop and mobile. As a result of your new dimensions, you have a Facebook cover size that's too tall for desktop and too wide for mobile. It shouldn't be what you want, but it's exactly what you want. A little later, why that's true will be made clear. You should make one more size change to your Facebook cover size. High-resolution desktop and laptop screens are becoming increasingly popular. Facebook's image size recommendations already accommodate high-resolution mobile displays. However, the same isn't true for desktop and laptop displays. If you want your Facebook cover image to look sharp on large displays, you need to double your image size. 1702 pixels wide by 720 pixels tall. That gets you the perfect display size for desktop and mobile screens. Your Facebook cover image should conform to those dimensions. Now that you know your Facebook cover dimensions, you can start designing your coverage image. A visitor to your page will see some or all of your cover image, depending on whether they're visiting from a large screen, like a desktop or laptop. If they're visiting from a smartphone, the left and right of the image will be chopped from view, because the cover image is wider on desktops than it is on smartphones. Large screen visitors will see the entire cover image. Mobile visitors will only see the light blue area. Facebook will chop off the sides. It's time to start creating your Facebook cover. To design your own Facebook cover image, you'll use the dimensions we provided earlier. Draw a box that's 1702 pixels wide and 720 pixels tall. Using a different color, draw another box that's 1280 pixels wide and 720 pixels tall. Note: both boxes are the same height, but the first box is wider than the second. Then, center the second, smaller box horizontally within the larger one. Next, select an image you like, and place it on top of the two boxes you created. Make the image mostly transparent, so you can see the boxes underneath it. You'll fix that later. The smaller box contains the visual information that will be viewable on all screen sizes. Content outside of the smaller box will only be viewable on desktops. Most people visit Facebook from mobile. Make sure all your important content shows within the smaller box. That includes any text or logo you might add. When you're done, remove the transparency from the image. At this point, you shouldn't see the background boxes you made at all. In fact, you should see your Facebook cover image exactly as your page visitors will see it when visiting from a desktop or laptop. You've done all the hard work. Upload your completed image to Facebook, and set it as your cover image. Then, visit your Facebook page from a mobile device to confirm it looks good. And, you're done. We hope this was helpful. We also created some templates for you to use. You can download them for free from our website. They're at the bottom of the blog post by the same name as this audio reading.
That concludes today's article. Visit us on the web and subscribe to our newsletter at leapworks.io. Until next time, thanks for listening.